Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about Mulan. This is the 2019 remake of the original animated film from 1998. So this is the latest Disney live action remake, and what do I think about it? Is this one of those Disney live action remakes that is not so great, or is this one of the ones that I actually do feel holds true to the original animated film? I am somebody that has enjoyed a good number of them. There are some that I don't care too much for, but I am happy to say that I actually ended up really enjoying this movie, and I'm kind of sad that it didn't go to theaters, man. And maybe there are some theaters that have it. I don't know. But from my understanding, for the most part, most places don't have this showing in their theaters because of the whole pandemic situation, sadly. And this is definitely one that I felt would have been worthy up there on the big screen, and I would have enjoyed watching it there. Um, I will say that I think there are some issues with the movie. One in particular, it didn't bother me too much, but the whole witch scenario. There is a witch in this movie who I feel. I didn't think this way at first, but my brother actually pointed out this to me after the movie was done, and how it felt kind of pointless having that character there overall, and I kind of agree with that. Again, it didn't bother me too much, but yeah, it was a character that I felt was very unnecessary. Um, I really did like the character of Mulan herself. I felt she was really well adapted from the original source material. Obviously, they ground her a little bit more to some degree, uh, which is the thing that I kind of had a little bit mixed feelings about. Some people are describing it as a superhero, like they turn her into a superhero. I look at it as she's more like a Jedi, if you will. There's even a moment in the movie where they say whatever this thing is she has, it's kind of like it's the things that live within all living things, and I'm like, so basically, she's a Jedi. That's how I felt about it. In the beginning, I felt a little mixed about it when they were starting to introduce that, but then I kind of eased into it, and I was like, okay, maybe it is pretty cool that she has this experience, this thing inside of her that it's not. It's look. I'm not going to explain it well. So it's the Force. That's how we're going to describe it. I did like the supporting characters that she had in the movie as well. I don't think they popped out as well as the original film when you see like those three warriors that fight by her side. I don't think they are as colorful as that, but they are. There are some nice moments throughout with her trying to be part of the team, that I thought worked pretty well. Um, the cast, for the most part, I would say are great cast. I think there's some big actors in here, like Donnie Yen and Jet Li, that people will recognize. The newcomer herself, who plays Mulan, I think I hope to see more of her in the future, because I think she did really well leading the film. The villain, who I would say takes over for Shan Yu, who was the villain in the animated film. He serves his purpose. He's the villain he basically serves that exact role. I don't know why they changed the villains though from the Hans, from the Huns from the original animated film. They changed it to something else, which is escaping my mind right now, and I don't know if that's a history thing or something else. Maybe they felt those, whatever they decided to make it in this movie, maybe it just felt more natural to the setting. I don't know. But from what I heard in the past, the Huns don't really make a big difference with the setting of the story. So I don't know. I don't know too much about Chinese history. So I'm not going to really say if it was the right or wrong choice. But look, for the story, whatever. They serve the same purpose that the Huns did in that original animated film. For the most part, one thing that I did feel that was missing in this movie was the songs. I'm gonna admit it. One of the things that I really enjoy about some of the other live-action Disney remakes, such as Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King and even The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book had two of the popular songs from the animated film in the newer one. Bare Necessities and I Want to Be Like You. It was enjoyable hearing some of those songs in those remakes. And I did feel kind of sad that at least a couple of them weren't in this version of Mulan. Considering that Mulan has some pretty good ones, along with the ones that I just mentioned. They did sneak in Honor to Us All into the film, but as a score, which I really liked. But I was kind of hoping that there would be a couple more moments like that with score versions of those songs from the original animated films. But Honor to Us All was the only one that they seemed to use and care about. I don't know why. Maybe those other ones just didn't work in those moments. To me, I think they could have made it work. I don't know. And maybe some fan edit will one day show that, yeah, it can work. But look, I'm not going to complain too much about just because we didn't get the songs from the animated films. I don't think that breaks or makes a movie. I think I just kind of wish it was there. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of wish Mushu was there as well. Voiced by Eddie Murphy again. How cool would that have been if they had brought Mushu into the live action world? Maybe it didn't need to be played by Eddie Murphy again, but come on, it would have been cool if, kind of like how James Earl Jones returned to do the voice of Mufasa. I think it would have been nice to hear a familiar voice in this movie. But look, again, that doesn't make or break the movie for me. I think the movie overall stood on its own really well without having to rely too much of the animated film on its shoulders. I think it honored the animated film, though, at the same time, being respectful to it and paying homage to it. There were moments throughout the film that were like, oh yeah, that's from the animated movie. That scene, So for the most part, I think this is a really nice adaptation of the animated film while staying on its own 2 feet by separating itself a little bit by adding stuff that the original film didn't have at the same time. So it definitely is a movie that I would say is in my top 5 live action Disney animated films. I'd probably rank it in 4th place, right after The Jungle Book, which is still my favorite, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. After those 3, I would put Mulan, and then The Lion King after that, and Cinderella, and what comes after those ones, I don't remember. But anyways, with that being said, guys, comment below and tell me if you saw Mulan and what did you think of it. Or are you part of the people that are boycotting the movie apparently right now, because apparently something to do with the actress, she did something wrong or said something wrong, and now people are canceling her. I don't know. She seems like a good actress, and why are we punishing the movie just because of one person? Come on. With that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.